Hello everybody, mine voice crack. Extreme voice crack. Wow. I haven't had one of those for a while. Anyway, welcome back to some more Minecraft. Today we are playing a Feed the Beast mod pack called Agrarian Skies, I think is how you call it. I'm not 100% sure how you would say that, but it includes many mods. That's not the mods, this is the mods. Many mods, and basically it's a hardcore challenge. So what we need to do is, as you can see, there are many maps that come when you download the world in the Feed the Beast, and the one that I'm going to choose is the flat platform. Okay, simply because I feel that it's more like what's it called, skyblock. It's more like skyblock to have a flat platform than to have like a house, which these two have. Now, of course, you're supposed to have hardcore mode, but who cares? I don't need hardcore mode. Every time we die, we should get ahead. If not, then we'll place down some kind of a marker to resemble the fact that we've died, and basically we can throw stuff away if we die or something like that. Now, as you notice, we join in, we got a strong box which has a bunch of stuff, but we're also in creative mode and cheat mode. What you're going to want to do is first keep clicking this until it gets to be like that, so this way you're in survival mode. Then what you're going to want to do is go to options, inventory, and click the cheat mode, and then look to go to recipe mode. And basically, now, what? Why are we still in? That's very weird. Why is that a bug? Recipe mode, utility mode. Hang on, maybe I have to fiddle with this a little bit. Go to recipe mode. It's layout, style, profile, recipes. These auto Minecraft. Okay, that is. That was just ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna keep it on normal, back to normal, fast, minimum. I find that minimum smooth lighting is actually faster than no smooth lighting at all. Turn all these things off and do max FPS. Okay, now we should be able to do this. Please let me do it. Yeah, enabled and disabled. I don't know why that's happening, but anyway. I guess that means, yeah, we're gonna have to click R if we want to see the recipes of items, just by clicking R instead of clicking the block. But oh well. Anyway, let's get started. That I can fix. I'll try to fix that off camera. Cause see, it says recipe mode. Go to cheat mode. What happens? Same thing. Interesting. Utilities. The only one we can enable and disable is this. We can't enable or disable anything. That should, nope, doesn't do anything. Okay. Anyway, let's get started now. Basically, it's a flat world. We got tons of stuff in here, and the thing is, we can't just make stone tools. The mods mix everything up. So what I'm gonna start with is I'm gonna start by getting rid of a bunch of this dirt here, and only placing one down there, because basically I want to be able to harvest every single one of my saplings from my tree. So I'm going to place my tree down right there, and some bone meal to bone meal that tree. Nice and good. Alright, now with these mods, you actually can't, good, we got our sapling, you actually can't do what you would normally do. So you can't make a stone tool, you can't make wooden tools, in fact, which makes it very difficult to play. But that's the point of it, it's very difficult. And your hunger will die extremely fast. And practically all foods that I've played with, actually let's not do that, practically all foods that I've played with only bring you back like half a heart, which is really weird. So make sure I'm on, let's go to hard. This is meant to be hardcore, let's do hard. I just want to make sure that my health is is decaying over time, and we got one piece of wood left. Good, because what we want to make is one of these. Nope. Maybe we need sticks to do it. There it is. Crook, which takes 4 sticks, which means we can make 2 of them. And what we can do with the crook is we can break our leaves with the crook, and it'll give us a higher chance, I believe it's a higher chance of getting saplings, and as well, you also have a chance of getting these silkworms, which doesn't look like we've gotten any yet, but as you can see, we're getting tons of saplings with it. And it's very cheap to make, as you saw, so there's no harm in making it. And it doesn't help you cut down wood or anything like that. But all it does really is increase your chance of saplings and gives you a chance of getting silkworms, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna go place one there just for natural growth, in case we want that to go on. And let's go ahead and bone meal another tree. Now, this series is going to be quite boring, I'm assuming, at the early stages, simply because, well, I mean, look at it. All we're going to do is cut down trees for a while, so I'm probably going to want to make an axe really soon, in fact. So we're definitely going to work on that. Now, I'm trying to harvest as many of these leaves as possible with the crook, simply because, like I said, there's these items called silkworms, and these guys will help us to get string quite early on. Now, I wonder why I haven't gotten any yet. There's one. I think that was one. Yep, there it is. Silkworm. See him, like, swimming and stuff. We can actually eat the silkworms, but I'm not going to do that right away. What I'm going to do, in fact, is I'm going to grow a tree and infect the tree. Yes, I know it sounds evil, but I'm going to infect the tree with these silkworms. Pretty evil, pretty evil. So, basically, I'm going to bone meal, actually, yeah, I'm going to bone meal that tree. So it doesn't become giant, good. And we're just going to right click, and you'll see how it's infested. Basically, it will spread, and then we can get some string, which is pretty cool. Now, while that's going on, let's go ahead, create some more of these. And we want to have the highest chance of getting trees being grown, so let's not waste our dirt over there. Place down a dirt there. And these are actually glowstone bricks, which means they should light us up. But I don't really care. And you know what? That's good enough. Alright. So next, what are we going to want to make? Well, let's go ahead. As you can see, we've got Tinker's Construct. Let's go ahead and look at Tinker's, and that should be good enough. And at Tinker's Construct, we can create a part builder, which needs a blank pattern, which is just like so. So we just need some more sticks, and a blank pattern is pretty simple, like that. We're actually going to need a bunch of these, so so let's go ahead and make a bunch of blank patterns. Pretty cool. Let's make the part builder now. Oh, we don't happen to have any wood with us. Well, we can break this one piece of wood down here. Thank you. And go ahead and make one, because that piece of wood isn't going to damage at all. Now, also going to want a stencil table, pretty simple to make as well. And we're also going to need a tool station, which basically, pretty simple, needs a crafting table and a blank part tool station. Now, I did create this thing, which is the crafting station, and that really doesn't do much. Okay, see how it's trying to infest? That's pretty cool. But that doesn't, it's just a crafting table that's enhanced, so that we can do this, leave it in there, come back, ooh, it's still there. Awkward wall, that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's basically what it's used for. See how it's spreading? Pretty cool. Now, with these tools table, stencil table, what we can do is we can create patterns and stencils. So what I would like to make, did I pass? I don't think I passed it, is Flint Axe. I think I passed it. We need to find the pattern. Is that Axe Head pattern? And as well, we need the tool rod pattern. Nope, that's a knife blade. Whoopsie. Well, we're gonna get one eventually. That's a tough tool rod. I wonder where the tool rod is. There it is. Tool rod. Okay. And now what we can do is take a flint. There we go, got it. And we can go in our tool state, in our part builder, and take our axe head pattern and put it there. Take our flint and put it there, and we can create a flint axe head. Pretty cool. And then as well, we can take a tool rod and make it out of wood, creating a tool rod. Now, be careful with the wooden tool rod and a stick. Look the exact same, as you can tell. They don't stack. Alright. And that's simply because it only used half a material to make a tool rod. See how it says material cost 0.5? That's basically because, well, excuse me. That's because, well, you only need half a piece, but for the axe head, you need 2 full. So here it says material cost 1. Alright, now we can go into our tool station and find the axe pattern. There it is, and we can put our flint head axe head and our tool rod, and let's name this our first tool. First tool. Nice. Ooh, that's a nice sound. I like that. Oh, there we go. Now this hatchet, or axe, or first tool as we labeled it, has a skill level clumsy, and XP, well, that comes with another mod that we had. But basically, this is going to cut faster, as we saw. It's going to cut down these trees a lot faster, and as well, it's going to help us to build up experience. So that's why it has an experience level there. Once we use it up completely, it won't break, and we can just repair it with some flint, which is really cool. And also, over time, it will build up a level, as you saw with the experience, and it will gradually build up durability, and it'll get some more stuff that's a lot better, right? So like, not just durability, but it'll get like efficiency on it too. Now I'm just gonna extend out a platform a little bit further here. Alright, like so, and use half slabs, because that way we're getting double the amount of space for the same amount of wood as we would if we were using wooden planks. And you know, that should be good enough, I think. See how that's spreading, and now we can use our crook, break that, nothing, break that, and we get string. Pretty cool. Now string is going to be very useful, and we'll get into that a little bit more, but what I want to do, which we've been doing for a while now, is just bone meal our tree and cut her down. Now of course we're going to want to use our crook to break all the leaves, because we don't want this guy being infected, because when it gets infected, you won't get any saplings from it, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Now you're probably wondering, how do we get tools? How do we get, not just tools, but how do we get like different ores and such? And how do we get more dirt? How do we get cobblestone? Well, there's this mod called something. It's a very weird name, this axe. It's not very good, but it definitely cuts down a lot faster than just by punching the tree itself. And what's that mod called? Find it here. Ex Nihilo. That's what the mod is called, Ex Nihilo. And basically what we want to make is a sieve, or a Sieve, or whatever you want to say. And it needs 2 silk meshes, which is 18 string. Okay, and that will be able to sieve, that's what it's called, sieve through everything. And as well, we're going to want to make a crucible, which is smelting, unfired crucible, which is clay, which is bone meal and clay, pretty much. And as you can see, we're running very low on food, so we're going to want to keep moving on with these trees, simply because we're going to want to get lots of apples, so that we can stay, well, at least try to stay alive as much as possible. Now let's just do that. And I believe we're going to die once or twice, because basically it's not like vanilla Minecraft where you can just where you just go down to like half a heart, which would be just fine in this. But with this mod pack, what actually happens is you don't just go down to half a heart, you actually die after you run out of food, like immediately. So it's kind of scary to think about. So once we run out of food, I'm definitely going to want to put all our items in a chest, so that we're not wasting any of our items trying to do that. And it looks like our guy is almost fully done. So let's do this. And this, and this, and this, and this. Ooh, looks like we can also get silkworms from this. Oh, don't want. When you start breaking them and they turn green like that, you definitely don't want to be doing that. Definitely don't want to break them, because that's not going to get you anything, because they're not fully infested like that one. We just need 2 more string. We're so close. 1 more string, perfect. And as you can see, we get lots of silkworms from those guys. Now what we can do with these string is we can do this. Get us some silk mesh and do this with some sticks and some planks, and we don't have any sticks. Let's go ahead and do that, and we can get our oak sieve. Let's do that right there. And basically what we can do with this is we can take dirt, for example, and sieve through it and get lots of ores and ingots from it, which is pretty cool. Now, with these silkworms, we can click uses. We can smelt them into cooked silkworms. And these guys, I believe, cooked silkworms are pretty much food, if I remember correctly. So that'd be pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and get ourselves another chest, so we have more space for our stuff in here, around here. And go ahead and continue to cut down these trees, because we're going to want lots of saplings as well, which will be really good. Now you'll notice there's a few other people, like the one person that I watched that got me into this. He started it before the official update came in Feed the Beast. So what he ended up doing was he got a much bigger platform built. So if you see people like that, then it's not. No, I'm not saying that they're cheating, but what I would say is that they're playing with it in a way that's not official. Alright, so you will see a lot of people doing that in the near future. Now, because string is going to be quite an important aspect of the game here, we're going to want to plant another tree over here and bone meal him, and then we're going to want to infect him as well with a silkworm, so that he can begin to get us some cool stuff. Alright, that's really good, really good, really good. Alright, so lots of tree cutting, lots and lots and lots of tree cutting, and yeah, so that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the episode probably. And I'm not going to skip. This is going to be a long series, and I want to try my best to make it as long as possible by doing things on camera, simply because I know there are a few viewers out there who like to watch people like this. So I guess for those of you out there who like watching people do random stuff, here it is for you. Now what I would like to check is actually, why are we don't need that. What I would like to check is, can we eat these guys? No, we can't. We have to cook them first. Because we don't have any cobblestone, we can't quite cook them just yet. So it looks like we're gonna die from hunger pretty soon. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, so let's make a barrel. So in order for a barrel, we're gonna need like that. And basically these barrels will work in a way that can get us clay and dirt and eventually, well, not lava, because that's the crucible that will get us lava. But basically what we can do with these barrels is place them around where they're gonna get lots of water. I wonder why I'm not lagging. I'm just slowed down because I'm hungry. That's why. Because when you get hungry, you start getting effects. As you can see up there, it says hungry. Yeah, that's pretty scary. So we're gonna soon start getting effects like nausea and such. That will get us hungry, starving now. We're not gonna get to eat anyway. Anyway, so what we can do is fill up these barrels with saplings. And eventually that will decompose, and it goes pretty quickly actually. And what'll happen is that will decompose into dirt. So what we can do is just keep cutting down trees and getting lots of saplings, and then we can decompose it into dirt. Then we can actually sieve through the dirt, or we can hammer the dirt and get it into I think sand or dust or gravel or something like that, which we can do as well. But we definitely want to see it's decomposing. You'll be able to tell once it becomes dirt. You'll be able to tell pretty simply. And let's just get another sieve. Not a sieve, cook. Get myself another cook. And continue to cook through all this stuff. Now, as you can see, we're getting mining fatigue and slowness now affected. And these effects will become worse and worse as time goes on. So almost finished. Is that finished? Oh, it is finished. Dirt. Yay. So now what we can do is go to a sieve and do that, and sieve right through the dirt, like so, and get stones and seeds. So we can get like a spruce seed, which I'm not going to use just yet because it's for because it'll be used for something a lot simpler before. As you can see, we got number 2. Mining fatigue 2 and slowness 2 now. Got more stones, and these stones can turn into cobblestone. So now that will get us 2 cobblestone. Why don't we go ahead and craft that up now, so I can prove to you that I'm right. Cobblestone. Pretty cool. So that's how we're going to get cobblestone. And so that means we're going to have to use a lot of these saplings up. And we don't want to use them all up, because if we use them all up, jeez, it's getting annoying. If we use all of our things up, then well, then what's going to happen is we're going to have no more saplings, and we're going to have to run off like spruce trees or birch trees as we have over there, which wouldn't be good, would it? Wouldn't be good at all. And I'm not going to sieve through any of the dirt that I already have, simply because, well, it's dirt, and I'd like to keep it. Actually, in fact, I'm going to sieve through this piece of dirt, just simply because it's an extra piece. And we can get some more stones. And that's melon seeds. Nice. Melon seeds are good. We can actually begin to grow these melon seeds, if we can break that. We want to make sure we keep an infinite water source. So I'm just going to pop you out. And that mining fatigue is really taken into effect. And I believe we can still create wooden hoe. If I'm correct, yes, we can. Perfect. So we can put our melon seed down there. And if we can get one more dirt, maybe from you, and we can get some melons growing, which will be pretty good. And we can start cooking up our string some more, because string will be useful for beds and all kinds of fancy things. So that will be nice and good. Alright, so the episode is bearing on quite a while now. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to end off the episode now, and it looks like I'm breaking stuff that isn't 100% infected yet. And I feel like the episode is getting a little bit too long for your types, so what I'm going to do is end off the episode here with my final death, and hopefully I'll be able to do a bunch more wood cutting off camera, get a bunch more saplings. I'm not going to sieve through very much off camera, simply because, well, I want you guys to see that, right? So I'm not going to sieve through very much off camera, but I may make some dirt now that we've seen that. And I may make some more barrels, simply because if it rains, then we can get some water in those barrels and some clay eventually, which will be very useful for getting getting a bucket and some lava and such. So yeah, alright. Let's just continue doing our work, and when the episode's done, then we'll be good. Wow. Nausea and mining fatigue. Oh my goodness. I can't even... The mining fatigue is so bad now, I can't even... Wow. The slowness and mining fatigue has gotten so bad now that I can't do anything. Just gonna have to wait. Wait for death. So sad. Jeez. Sapling. Saplings. Yes, saplings. Okay, so I'm just gonna speed this up a little bit by jumping, because I don't feel like living. And as you can see... Bleh. Oh, I almost had that perfectly timed too. Okay, and we respawn with half hunger. Wow. And there's our head. Yay. Yep, so we get a head each time. That's number 1 dead. Alright, and that latest death. Let's get rid of that by hitting M. Waypoints, latest death, and let's delete you. Done. Okay, so let's continue sieving through some stuff. Hopefully our melon will grow soon, and then we can get some food. Oh, it's so much faster now. My goodness. So much faster. And you guys should be almost done, right? You're done. You're done. You're done. You're not done, are you? Maybe that's just a texture glitch. I feel like most of you should be done by now. Alright, that's lots of string, lots of worms. Ew, wormies. Worms are disgusting. No, they're amazing. And to end the episode off, let's just make some wool. A little too much. Oh well. Oh well. And let's grab some of our wood and make ourselves a bed so that we can sleep through the nights. Why? I don't know. I just feel like making a bed. Pretty fun stuff. Alright, let's see. Let's do you, and now we've got a bed. We're lagging quite a bit. I'm not sure why we're lagging so much. Maybe it seems like when this hungry effect comes, I start lagging more, which is weird. So, oh well. Now let's just go ahead and bone meal our melon. This guy's gonna take a lot to bone meal, and hopefully he'll start growing melons. And that was very, very lucky, I find, because this guy will grow a lot, and he'll grow a lot of melons, and wow, will that be efficient, and that will be good. So, wowie. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy this first episode of whatever it's supposed to be called. Let's make sure my recording is still going, because sometimes it just derps out and doesn't work. And, yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Off camera, I'll do a bunch of tree cutting, a bunch of dirt making. Not too much dirt sieving, though. Let's do some before we end off. So that we can do our next episode, we can do a bunch of dirt sieves. And hopefully we'll get a bunch of melons from our beautiful guy here and start multiplying our melons. Which would be really good food source. I would say this is probably the best food source you can get in this mod pack, in this challenge, simply because you get so many melons, and it doesn't matter what you eat, they're all gonna give you half a heart or half a little chicken bone each anyway. So that's weird. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment if you're doing this challenge, leave me a comment if I'm doping out on anything, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.